People thrash their Guys, welcome back to yet another luck or skill video where we're going to be analyzing off-road fails and wins and determining whether they are luck, skill, bad luck, or a lack of skill. Guys, be sure to subscribe. We're building an awesome community here of extreme sports enthusiasts, and I want you here on day one. Yard sale. Yeah, so that was at a National Rock Racing Association race. That tree also took out a full-size rock bouncer buggy as well. In all honesty, I think the course should have been designed a little differently because you're about to make a left-hand turn right after that tree, so everybody's trying to shimmy right against that tree to get around the corner fast, and two rigs absolutely were yard sailed in that exact spot. But absolutely, that was a lack of skill. You have got to watch out for trees. Ever since a wee little boy, in driving your go-kart, you know not to hit trees. Big old V-treads. Who doesn't like V-treads on anything? I like the teal. Oh. Brother, what are you doing? I do like the way he jump shipped as it rolled, but absolute lack of skill. Did not even try to correct the problem. And he got what he deserved, in my opinion. Guys, be sure to drop a like on this video if you hope he pulls out of the other side of this mud hole. No way he holds on to this. Now that is what you call some Brawler shit right there. And I love the slow motion edit. I have to watch that again. That was actually probably one of the most badass clips I've watched on this series. I think we're about to have our first trifecta of a yard sale, a certified Brawler, and a skied out clip. That is badass right there. Let's break this down a little deeper. So he starts off and he's about 6 feet in the air. He gets sideways. He gets into the guardrail, rips the driver rear tire off, goes through the finish line, holding on to it like he's riding a bull, and finishes the course with an absolute... I thought the whole wheel came off, but the wheel was just destroyed and the tire came off the bead. That is badass, actually. I mean, you have got to love that. There is no other way to slice it. Yeah, that is beyond all skill. That's all swagger right there. That is some certified Brawler shit. He yard sailed the rear tire and he was about 6 feet in the air as he flew across that mud hole. That is what it means to be a Brawler right there. I hate to say it because I've seen that thing before. That was an absolute lack of skill right there. Again, it started to turn over on him, and instead of turning into the roll, he just let it happen and said, oh, well, I guess I'm not driving anymore. So this is probably the baddest truck in all of mud bogging right now. It's Dirt Boss. Just watch this clip. Nasty. That is what you also call some certified Brawler shit right there. I don't know what cubic inch engine, what size tires, or anything about Dirt Boss other than it is beyond the definition of rowdy. That was at Perkins Mud Bog, and I believe that was a no man's land so trucks don't get into the crowd, and he tried to blast through it. That man literally will put it to the floor and hold on for dear life, and he usually rolls the thing or breaks it. Very rarely does he actually come out of the other side. But, again, when you're putting it all on the line like that, you've got to give it to him. All skill right there. Brother, you have got to let out of the throttle. I mean, even with him rolling over into the mud, you could hear that crunch. when he crashed. Yeah, that was absolutely a lack of skill. The front end started to pick up. He tensed up and his foot just stayed in the throttle and he rolled over backwards. An $80,000 to $100,000 four-door JK totaled because of a lack of skill right there. Guys, you are making the Jeep community look really bad. Brother, what was that right there? That was such bad luck. I'm going to give that, excuse me, that was such bad skill, such a lack of skill. I'm going to give that bad luck just for the sake of the fact that I'm going to guess it was an accident. He didn't have that in four-wheel drive because that is unacceptable. When you are in the 40-inch tire size and above club, you need to be in four-wheel drive when you're engaged in off-road activities. Oh! That really sucks. I'm assuming they were at like a boat ramp and he had to get pulled out of the water. I'm feeling a little vicious today, guys. To be honest, I'm going to have to say that that was a lack of skill. Then again, it might have been bad luck. Maybe his brakes just went out at the last moment. I'm not sure. But the way he panicked and he was on the horn, lack of skill right there. Oh. Yeah, that was a real simple one. I'm going to give that bad luck. He was staying calm, cool, and collected, but he just put the thing too far and it tipped over onto its side. So bad luck for the man on the best tire out there, the 43 Interco Sticky. Bad luck. You've got to give him bad luck on that one. He's out there trying to have a sand drag. Something, maybe the engine cut out, something happened. It kicked him to the right and rolled him over. It was not a skill thing. That was bad luck right there. Oh. You know, I'm going to have to give to the RV parker there a lack of skill. Brother, do you know there's a race going on? You have to be aware of what is going on, and parking the RV on the race course is not conducive to motorsports. So lack of skill on the parking job, bad luck on the racers, on the racer's behalf. God, that makes me want to do a new segment of the show called Lawn Darting It. It's just so similar to yard sailing it, but I'm going to say that was a lack of skill. I think he should have checked up more and ridden through the ravine. The mud guys get a bad rap for being stupid old rednecks, but that right there is all skill. Going out and playing in the mud is all about ripping and having a good time, and that's what that was right there. Great show, all skill. You've got to give it to him. You know, I'm going to have to say, lack of skill. You should have known you were playing with fire on that RTI ramp, and he got too far up it. The CJ couldn't handle it, and onto his side he went. That's what happens for being a parking lot princess. That's what happens when you're mall crawling. I could see the surroundings were not mountains and mud and rocks. It was a bunch of curbs and JCPenney's. Oh, that is how you drive a side-by-side right there. You've got to love it. So I've seen that. I think it's channel 199, Travis Pastrana. First of all, love Travis Pastrana and company. Yeah, that's all skill right there. One, they're set up from an excavator or a crane that drops them in, and then it catching and them turning into it, staying calm, cool, and collected. especially how quick it came up on 2 tires. That was all skill, him pulling it back onto the tires and driving off. So you've got to give it to him. Some moon buggies. Oh. So it really depends on the way you look at it. You could call that lack of skill, all skill, good luck, or bad luck from all these different angles. You could say bad luck that it crashed into the other car. You could say good luck that they don't have bodies to damage. You could say all skill because they were on those hard obstacles in ravines they can't roll over. Or you could say lack of skill that he rolled over. So I'm going to leave the moon buggy guys to be because there's a lot of things going on there. But it's definitely badass. I was going to skip this clip, but this is all skill right here. Car rolls over. Fire. Typically, cars would burn down on the trail right here. Sure, but what do we have? Fire extinguisher. All skill right there. That is what you call some brawler shit. Being ready and on scene with the fire extinguisher. I love it. Great job to that guy. He absolutely deserved a spot in this video. Awesome job. Look at this. When she wonders why you're not texting her back. That is what you call all skill right there. It takes skill to live life that freely. And if you disagree, I disagree with you. So many times those guys get to tugging on the rig to pull them over and they end up re-rolling them over or breaking them or something. That was calm, cool, and collected. They strapped onto the Suzuki in the right spot and pulled it over. They did not make a bad situation worse. They made a bad situation good. It's a mud truck. They'll clean it out and they'll keep on going. So, all skill right there. Guys, thank you for watching yet another luck or skill video. I'll catch you out there on the trail.